Hello, kids. The Journey of Learning English by Maria. Once upon a time, in a small village in Spain, there lived a girl named Maria. She was an inquisitive and bright child with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Maria loved to read, and she would spend hours lost in the pages of books. However, there was one significant challenge she faced. Most of the books she wanted to read were in English, a language she did not understand. Maria was determined to learn English so she could access the wealth of knowledge and stories written in it. Her journey began one sunny afternoon when she found an old, tattered children's book written in English at the village library. The book had simple sentences and colorful illustrations which caught Maria's attention. She checked it out despite knowing only a few English words. Every evening, Maria sat down with the book, a dictionary, and a notebook. She would painstakingly look up each unfamiliar word in the dictionary, write it down along with its meaning, and practice its pronunciation. Progress was slow, but Maria was relentless. Her father, noticing her dedication, found an old radio that could tune into English stations. He brought it home, and Maria began listening to English broadcasts daily. At first, the rapid speech and foreign accent overwhelmed her. She could not make out much of what was being said, but she refused to give up. She focused on identifying familiar words and phrases, gradually training her ears to the rhythm and sound of English. She also started repeating what she heard, mimicking the intonation and pronunciation as best she could. One day, Maria's school announced that an English volunteer teacher, Mr. Thompson, would be offering free after school English classes. Maria's heart leaped with joy, and she eagerly signed up. Mr. Thompson was a kind and patient man who used creative methods to teach. He incorporated games, songs, and stories into his lessons, making them fun and engaging. Maria thrived in this environment, never missing a class and always participating enthusiastically. Mr. Thompson noticed Maria's dedication and gave her extra materials to study at home, including storybooks, grammar, exercises, and vocabulary flashcards. Maria worked on these diligently every day, often staying up late into the night. She also made friends with a pen pal from the United States through an exchange program Mr. Thompson organized. Writing letters back and forth with her pen pal, Emily helped Maria practice her writing and comprehension skills. Emily would correct her mistakes and offer encouragement, boosting Maria's confidence. In addition to her classes and pen pal correspondence, Maria began watching English cartoons and movies with subtitles. This not only helped her understand how words were used in different contexts, but also improved her pronunciation. She would often repeat lines from the shows and practice speaking in front of a mirror, trying to get the accent just right. Months turned into years, and Maria's hard work paid off. Her listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills improved significantly. She became one of the top students in her English class and started helping her classmates with their studies. Maria's parents were incredibly proud of her progress and supported her in every way they could. One day, Mr. Thompson announced an English storytelling competition. At school, Maria decided to participate. She spent weeks writing and rewriting her story, practicing her delivery, and rehearsing in front of her family and friends. When the day of the competition arrived, Maria was nervous but excited. She stood in front of the audience, took a deep breath, and began telling her story with patience and confidence. Her voice was clear, her pronunciation precise, and her storytelling captivating. The audience were enthralled, and Maria won first place. Maria's victory in the competition motivated her even more. She continued to study hard, read more books, and practice speaking every chance she got. By the time she finished high school, Maria was fluent in English. She earned a scholarship to prestigious university in England where she studied literature and fulfilled her dream of becoming a writer. At university, Maria excelled in her studies. She immersed herself in English literature, reading works by Shakespeare, Dickens, and Austen. She wrote essays, stories, and poems, receiving praise from her professors and peers. Maria also made friends from different parts of the world, further enhancing her language skill and broadening her culture horizons. After graduating with honors, Maria returned to her village with a mission. She wanted to give back to her community and help other children learn English just as she had. Maria started an English literacy program at the local school using the same engaging methods she had learned from Mr. Thompson. She incorporated games, songs, stories, and interactive activities into her lessons, making learning fun and accessible for everyone. Maria's program was a huge success. Children in the village began to speak, read, and write in English with confidence. Maria's story inspired many parents to support their children's education and encouraged their adults in the village to learn English as well. Maria became a beloved figure in her community, admired for her dedication, kindness, and perseverance. Maria's journey from the curious village girl to a successful writer and educator was not easy, but her determination and hard work helped her overcome the challenges she faced. She proved that with persistence and patience, one could achieve their dreams and make a positive impact on others' lives.